Hello to all the dears. I'm back. I'm back with another DIMASH song. I still am not going to do the story of One Sky. I will do that, but I have set my goal. All right, 4,500 subscribers. I'm almost at 4,100 now, so we're getting close. So 4,500, and I will do Story of One Sky. So pass this around, right? Like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you want to see me do One Sky, then I will make it easy for you. Just get me another 400 subscribers, and we are in business. So obviously, like and subscribe. I got my espresso, as always. A couple things before we get started. I'm not sure what language this is going to be in. Looks like Italian. I don't speak Italian, so I'll do my best. I believe this is from the competition. I'm not exactly sure. This video is 3 years old, so I'm not exactly sure what it's from yet. I haven't watched it, but we will watch it together here in a moment. Please remember my 2 rules or 2 caveats, I guess. I'm not a professional. I'm not a vocal coach. I know that a lot of people like to see professional vocal coaches. I'm not one. So if that's what you're looking for, you probably want to watch somebody else. I did take choir. I can read music. I sing pretty well, but I'm not an expert by any means. Part 2 is please don't be a dick. It hasn't generally been a problem for us. Everybody's generally been pretty nice, and I appreciate that very much. But I try to be really thoughtful when I do these videos, and I would just want the comments to also reflect that, right? Not just for me, not just because I want you to be nice to me, although I do. But because I want the other people who might be in the comments to feel comfortable. I just want to keep things pleasant as much as possible. So with that out of the way, we're gonna get right into it. This is "Love Is Like a Dream," Alla Pugacheva by DIMASH. QUDAIBERGEN.
QUDAIBERGEN.
QUDAIBERGEN. Sorry. Espresso.
Я в глаза твои, как в зеркало смотрюсь. Отражение потерять свое боюсь. Не хочу, чтоб я лишь гостем был в сумраке ночей и в судьбе твоей. Я люблю тебя, как любят в жизни раз. Словно солнце в мире не было до нас. От забот и мелких ссор я тебя увел, и ключи от счастья для тебя нашел, для тебя нашел. Любовь, похожая на сон, сердец хрустальных перезвон. Твое волшебное люблю я тихим эхом повторю. Любовь, похожая на сон. Счастливым сделала мой дом, но вопреки законам сна. Пускай не кончится она. Я прощаю одиночество и грусть. Ты сказала, в них я больше не вернусь. Так бывает только в сладком сне, но любовь у нас наяву сейчас. Мне в глазах твоих себя не потерять. До разлуки нам любовь не разменять. И немыслимой ценой, и своей мечтой заслужил я это счастье быть с тобой, быть всегда с тобой. Любовь, похожая на сон, сердец хрустальных перезвон. Твое волшебное люблю я тихим эхом повторю. Любовь, похожая на сон, счастливым сделала мой дом. Но вопреки законам сна, пускай не кончится. Любовь, похожая на сон, счастливым сделала мой дом. Но вопреки законам сна, пускай не кончится.
Браво! Потрясающий тандем. Невероятная песня.
Yeah, so that was pretty good, huh? Okay, so a couple things. I always say that. I always say a couple things. That's my catchphrase. Aside from I got my espresso. One thing that really impresses me, right? And I've talked about this probably before, but one thing that really impresses me about him is his dynamic control, right? His ability to piano to mezzo forte to forte to fortissimo, piano music stuff. No, his ability to go from this really soft, breathy, emotional voice to transition with no gap, right? He's not taking a beat to transition. He's just going from this soft, breathy voice right into his clear vocal. It's very impressive. Like, it in my mind, it's similar to a good transition, right? A 6 or 7 note break, because that's hard to hit. You have to just know where that note is, and you have to be able to go hit it, right? His ability to go from soft to loud without taking a breath, without resetting the way he's singing, is very, very impressive, right? He does it at the beginning a couple times. Obviously his breath control is phenomenal, because that's what's required. His ability to sing in an upper register, which I understand, like it's not necessarily an upper register for him the way it would be for me. I have a, much as it might surprise you, I have a decent range, although my voice is pretty low naturally. But for me to make that sound clean when I'm reaching, right, I have to project a lot of volume because it's the only way I can control it. Otherwise, my voice shakes, right, and it wobbles. His ability to get those clean, high notes with very little volume behind them is really, really impressive. Because that's hard. That is really hard. I do love the fake out, right? You hold the pause long enough that the audience starts looking around going, I guess that's the end of the song. Good job. And then it comes back. That's a classic. That's a classic gambit. That's like leaving the stage and making the crowd chant for a little bit before you come back for the encore that you always planned to do. This song, clearly not Italian. I'm sure it's a Russian song. What it reminds me of, watching the lyrics, is it reminds me of 1984. Because the romance in 1984 is so strange, right? Because it's illegal and it's not super rewarding in the book. But it is this sort of this way to break away from the system a little bit and have a personal relationship in a way that you are not supposed to have personal relationships in that book. I don't know if the song is like autobiographical about somebody and their partner, or if it's just a generic romance song, or if there's a story behind it. But I can tell you that when I read 1984 many years ago, this is what I remember from it, is that sort of abortive relationship that they had. This is really pretty. Like, obviously, he showcases his upper range. I don't know if he goes as high as he's able to go in this one. I'd have to like put a few songs side by side to see, right? Okay, in this song he hits a high C, in this song he hits a high, D sharp. Like I'd have to actually compare the notes. But he starts off in maybe a tenor register, right? Maybe a baritone register, which I've been told is his like natural. It's like baritone. And he's just kind of slowly builds that all the way up into a upper soprano register. I don't know if he reaches quite coloratura, but the vocalization there towards the end is very, very impressive, very high. And again, I keep coming back to this because it's the thing to me that's the most impressive. Lots of people can't do this, but lots of people have a pretty good range, right? Lots of people can get down into the bass register and up into the upper staff, right? That's something that is not unique in and of itself. He has more range than everybody else. I mean, he can get higher and lower, but the idea of being able to go between that lower body voice into that upper voice is not by itself all that impressive. But the cleanness, the purity of those notes, right? Every note he hits is perfect. He's on the note. He's not sliding into it. He might slide into something for effect from time to time, but he is dotting those notes. Bam, perfect, bam, right? If it was Guitar Hero, right, every note is perfect because he's hitting, the timing is right, the note itself is correct. He doesn't have to look for it, right? He's not, there it is, He's just going straight into it. And that's that to me, more than anything, his perfect pitch and the clarity of his voice. Those are the two things that stand out to me above everything, above the range, above the expressiveness, even above the breath control. Lots of people have breath control, right? There are opera singers that have amazing breath control. They can hold notes for 40 seconds. It's his combination of all of the things that like good singers have, you know, well-trained singers, combined with his natural talent of perfect pitch and, you know, exceptionally long vocal cords is what I believe is part of his ability to extend his range like that. Yeah, very, very good. This was a great one. Thank you guys for watching. This video is going a little bit longer than most of mine do, but I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, and if you'd like to see me cover the story of One Sky, please subscribe. I'm not asking you for money. I'm not asking you for super chats or anything like that. But I know that people want me to do that video. And so I want to tease it out a little bit. I want to make you work for it just a little bit. So yeah, tell your friends to subscribe, right? If you've already subscribed, tell somebody else to. Have a good day, everybody. Thank you for watching. If you don't subscribe, I still appreciate you watching. Stay safe out there. Drink lots of water and be nice to each other.